Right, in this video, I'll be doing a rigging overview of the Jackall Elise, which is the strongest micro hover strolling rig out there, and then we're gonna go fish it at my local park and show you what I will catch. So let's get this video started. All right, so Jackall released a micro hover strolling rig, and it comes with a plastic, you have some hooks, and you got a nail weight system, which we'll go all into in a second. We'll first look at the plastic itself. Okay, this one right here, as you see, it's green pumpkin, but I have already fished and I love fishing anything chartreuse. Okay, so here you go. Let's take a look at this baddie. So a pack of these guys come in 7 and they're very small, 1.5 inches. And let's take a look at how unique this guy is. I believe this thing here, it has a plastic composition that makes it sink very, very slow. And if you look very close here, you see this right here? Not only that this fish got eyes and it has like multi-pin tails, there's actually 4 of those there, hard to focus. It actually got some microfiber for its fin. So when it's going through the water a little bit, it's going to catch some of the water going through, it's going to create micro vibes and everything. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, this is a shad-shaped plastic and it weighs approximately, there you go, 0.5 grams. That's very, very light. Now let's take a look at the hook. Okay, this is called a trap. Okay, a new concept, as you see here. And this is size 8, very, very tiny. Take a look at that guy. You see that bend? The reason why it bends like that is so that the lure can stay in place. Okay, so the hook doesn't slide back and forth as easy. And also, once you give that little step right there, it actually gives a lot more room for the hook to stay pinned in a fish mouth. Okay, so we'll rig that up in a second. Add that guy there. As you see, that hook is very light. Didn't really bring it up just a little bit. And as you see, it's still going up a little bit. I don't know why. Let me just tap this for a second. There you go. But yeah, this thin hook is actually very strong, especially for finesse anglers like us using thin lines and light rods. Now, let's get to the weights. Okay, so there's actually a lot more weights than this. There's actually heavier ones. But for this micro one, I think the biggest one that you should use is a 0.3 gram, which I have here. And it's very, very cool because these small little plastics and small little weights, it's really hard to rig up. So this pack comes with like a little key insert, okay? I believe a pack of these come in 10. So let me show you this little weight. This little spike weight here is tungsten, and you can see there's a little hole right there. And what you do is you take this key right here, and you take the back side and put it through the hole, just like so. And then you get to insert that into the plastic, which I'll do in a second after we weigh this guy. Bam, total weight, 0.9 grams, which makes it very difficult to cast for BFS. Sure, there are some reels that could cast it, but you know, when it comes to fishing lures like these, you do want distance because if you're fishing specific waters that you have to throw something this light, likely your water is very, very clear, and being so close, you may spook some of the fish. You guys know your fishery better than I can, but I did get a specific spinning setup just so I could throw this. All right. But anyway, let's rig this up. Okay. The first thing I want to do is let's get this hook on. Okay. So what you want to do to rig this guy up is you're going to be putting this hook in pretty much at the eye area, right behind the eye. It needs to go that low. So what you could do is you can mark exactly where it's supposed to come out. And I believe it was right here. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to rig it deep enough. And it's really basically that depth right there. You see that right there, the step? Okay, so you get in the eye, go down just about past the barb. That's what it looks like. Then you go down the back, straight as possible, and you get out that little hole that you marked. And this thing is so small. Ta-da, there you go. I mean, look, it's really, really freaking small. Okay, so there you have it. Step 1 completed. And the next thing you want to do is, where's that pin? Here we go. So small. All right, put that guy in just like so. And then you take this guy and put it right through the nose, just right there. Okay, and get it in, and ta-da. Okay, now let's talk a little bit more about this hover strolling. and spine rigging. It's pretty much a variation of each other, okay? This is a hover strolling type plastic, hover strolling type rigging, but the specific way is spine rigging, which is a technique where if you cast out there with slack line, it will spiral downwards. But of course, you could do all your other strolling method. You cast it out there, you could pendulate it back, you could jiggle it back. But I believe this specific plastic doesn't roll like crazy, like some of our other plastic that I used and portrayed in the past. So if you want a rolling effect, this is not it. This is more of a subtle type gliding. Okay, so you pendulate, slow roll, or let it fall on slack line. Anyway, we got this thing rigged up. Let's go do some fishing. Here we go. Another one. Hover strolling, baby. Dude, this is amazing. Woo! This one's a little bigger, I think. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, a little bit bigger. Woo. Oh no, my lure came off. But there you go, guys. Hover strolling with a new Jackall lure. Look at that. I get the hook off his mouth. But here we are. Another trout. That's a pretty good size. Off it goes. He's right, he was just right over there. His tail swung.
Surprising, this water looks clearer than what I was expecting before the rain was bad.
There he goes again. Look at that.
Good morning, Jimmy.
I know. You're telling me to stay when I need to go.
You said with last cast,
I said last lure. I would say last lure.
gotta give it a full compliment of cast.
Oh, got him.
Good job. Good job.
Oh yeah.
Great job.
Thank you, thank you. Once again, we're using a Jackall. Japanese lure, baby. I caught the most with this lure today. There we go. Look at that.
Take a picture of that, Jimmy. I'm not going to take credit for it, but just so I can show my wife, this is what I came down here for.
Sure?
Oh, nice guy.
All right. I'm gonna let this guy recover. But look at the dots, even on his belly. That's pretty cool. All right, put him back, let him get orientated. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no, 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 wrong way, dude. There you go.
There you go.
All right, peace out. So there you have it. That's how you rig and fish the Jackall Elise, the world's smallest hover strolling plastic. Again, it's more of a spine rig fishing style. And the way that I fish this, you gotta have ultralight tackle, okay? I was using 0.6 go, but I feel like I could use a lot thinner line for the PE side. I could probably even use, let's say 0.4, even 0.3, and using anything between 2 to 4 pound fluoro. I was using mono, but I think using fluoro will allow it to sink a lot better, and also fish can't see it, right? I was using mono because I was fishing pretty shallow waters, and I wanted the lure to drop a little bit slower, and it did work in my favor. And whoa, I'm telling you, this thing is working really well for those trout, the stock trout, and I can't wait to try this fishing technique for some bass, for some crabbies, some panfish, you name it. I'm gonna try to target them all. You guys can get this at Bait Finesse Empire. Thank you for watching The Fish Don't Wait. Get your finesse game on.